Okay, it's time to bring you up to speed on the Manta, Ecuador church plant. If you're only going to watch 10 seconds, and we know that's some of you, here are your rapid fire bullet points. Once upon a time, a team was called, an earthquake happened, said team started a church on the west coast of Ecuador. That church is now 1 year old, and dozens, if not hundreds of lives have forever been changed. The end. Wow, the Snapchat Twitter update just doesn't do the story any justice. So let's try a different version and hear from those at the center. Michelle, Kelly, Bagner, Alex, Eddie, Maria, Noemi, Mariana, Jordan, pastors Luis and Jenny, and Tim and Rebecca. This church planting team was called to live in and serve the city of Manta for 2 years and has since reached its halfway point there.
Es impresionante para mí cómo la iglesia ha crecido.
Considering that when the team arrived here in July of 2016, they had to start a church from nothing, the ground up, which also happened to be ripped up from a catastrophic 7.8 earthquake just a few months prior.
I remember our first inauguration Sunday. We had like a family or two.
Fast forward 1 year later.
This past Sunday we had 95 in total, and we were like, what?
Now to answer that what, let's answer another question like how, as in how the church has grown.
Running houses of prayer, starting houses of prayer, talking with people, evangelizing.
And Manta is a pretty good place to do that.
We have the privilege of working down here in the coast where it's hot. People are outside, people are willing to talk, people are open.
Simply put, this team spends a lot of time with others, getting to know them, love on them, and share with them the hope of Christ.
Que se llama El amor de Dios es maravilloso.
This is really at the heart of what Extreme Nazarene does. Get involved in people's lives like Alex, Eddie, and Bagner have done. This is one of their houses of prayer that Alex mentioned earlier.
¿Por qué? Porque Él murió en la cruz por nosotros.
It's more or less a weekly group Bible study in the home of one of their disciples, Michael. This is him. He's become a leader in the church.
Tiene un gran talento, un gran llamado.
Mariana and Jordan, they too have their own houses of prayer.
¿Cómo estás? ¿Está la mami?
Podemos hasta aprender, la Biblia es múltiple.
They also meet consistently, just the two of them, with Maria Roca, a disciple, teaching her more about the Bible. She's growing and coming to church. Then there's Ramon.
Recibí bendiciones porque ellos me ayudaban.
We first met him more than a year ago in a makeshift camp for earthquake victims shortly after the 2016 tragedy. We've been involved in his life, and not just on Sunday mornings. Meanwhile, Tim and Rebecca have invested in Magdalena and her family. And if you've caught on to our pattern here, they too are actively involved, and not just attending the church, but serving it, a church that is continually growing.
We're seeing people of the church are inviting people to church. It's not just the missionaries inviting people, and that's who our visitors are on Sunday mornings.
It's how Maria got involved. A friend invited her.
Esa no es la actitud que Dios quiere para nosotros.
And now Maria is being discipled by Michelle and Kelly.
She's just got this longing desire, this passion that we can't put in people, but the Holy Spirit can.
She's also another possible leader in the church. Those leaders, including the future ones, is where our church planning team has shifted more of its attention lately.
Ahora necesitamos que la gente pueda hacer lo que nosotros estamos haciendo.
Oramos que tu Santo Espíritu sea el que tome el control.
Important because in less than a year, this church planning team will leave Manta. The pastoral couple, however, will stay behind and work with their new leaders. Some of them are here in this meeting.
Nosotros estamos muy emocionados de ver cómo la iglesia ha ido creciendo, 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 creciendo.
¿Cuántos hijos de Dios hay aquí en esta mañana? ¿Cuántos hijos de Dios hay aquí en esta mañana? No los escucho.
Our hope, my hope, our goal is to see these national Manta people who are going to be here for indefinitely really take hold and make this is our church.
My hope for them is that they will be better than me at our job.
And with God guiding this church, the team, their disciples, and their disciples, the best is still to come.
Dios es fiel y es grande.